will walk in the center. But the big problem of the construction of that kind of construction, if there was any fire, and after you have to put something on the stone as well to protect it from the next rains and pollution in a way that it will not attract surface water. And that's what she continued fighting, and when she was on the north of Paris, outside Paris, in a place called Compiègne, she was captured. And the Belgians were realized that even alive. That's why the rain could not damage the dome.
Oh.
Have you heard about the Black Plague of 1346? It was the first time the Black Plague in Europe. You know that plague comes from China? A disease that was in China. But there were, the spices, the Silk Road in China, and the one that imported that were Italians. So China was the plague arrived. It was 4 years, 1348, since that one third of the entire European population died. 4 years, one third of the population of Europe died. We've got another Gothic building. Sometimes I'm walking down alone and I find some tourists or I will see characters sculpted. This is Mercury. Tomorrow, at a big, really full moon, and you will find another scene. And you will be Thursday, in French, jeudi, and you will have Jupiter. This square, that was the main one because we call it the old market square. It has been the market square since the 12th century. And that's where John of Arc has been built. So we've got two American cemeteries. One is where we are, which is the biggest one, but you've got a second American cemetery in Normandy, and it's called Saint-James. The Times capsule is where news report written on 6th of June 1944 has been written and kept in there, and this sealed place will be open again on June the 6th, 2044. If you look now, we've got these trees on your right and on your left-hand side. While you don't have them in the States, we call them evergreen oak trees. They are more from the Mediterranean area. Most of the trees chosen, to lay out the garden are evergreen trees, so they don't lose their leaves during winter time, and that's why this place is always, very green. When you look at the cemetery, it looks like our churches. 9,385 graves. 9,385. You will see Latin cross in white marble. Sometime you will see a Star of David. The only religion indicated is the Jewish one, because the Latin cross doesn't symbolize a specific religion. It has been chosen for all the others. On each headstone, you've got few informations written. You've got the name of the person. You've got his unit, his rank when he was an officer, the state where he was recruited, not where he was born, but where he was recruited, and you will find then the date of his death. Don't try to find any date of birth, there are none. And it has been a choice as well, because they didn't want people to feel sad because there was a grave of an 18-year-old young man. But immediately next to him could be a man of 46 or 52, and the sadness has to be the same for all of them. But anyway, most of them were very young. When they landed, they've been pushed too much on the south by the wind, and where they arrived, the position was much better than the was initially planned. And when Teddy Roosevelt saw that, because Teddy was in the first wave of assault, it was not the place of a general, and they tried to convince him not to land on the first wave of assault, but he wanted to stay with his men to give them confidence. So when he understood that the position was much better, he reorganized the next wave of assault, and he saved the life of many men that way. And he said that famous sentence, our war starts from right here. Who cares where we're supposed to be? Anyway, he had a heart disease, and 5 weeks later he died from a heart attack. He is buried in the cemetery. Next to him, if you go to Teddy Roosevelt grave, immediately next to him is his brother, Quentin. When you look at the date of death, you will be surprised, because Quentin didn't die during World War II. He died in 1918 on the battlefields of World War I. And he was buried far away, and the Roosevelt family were paying local people to maintain the grave. But after the death of Teddy, the Roosevelt family asked if they could have the two brothers on the same place. Both died during the world wars for their country. They were sons of a president of the United States, and Teddy had the Medal of Honor. For this reason, it has been accepted. He is the only one that didn't die during World War II. Behind the statue, there are two staircases going down to a garden. And that garden, we call it the Garden of the Missing. You've got a big wall with 1,557 names written, the one we never found.
This is more than 30,000 young American soldiers, about 24 years old, who made the ultimate sacrifice. The ultimate sacrifice for who? For us, for freedom, for me.